Look up at the night sky. What do you see? A canvas of darkness dotted with countless points of light. Each twinkling point of light is a distant sun, a beacon shining across space. These are fiery balls of plasma, each with unique characteristics. Every star has a story of cosmic proportions. It's a tale of creation, evolution, and eventual demise, spanning millions or billions of years. This is the life cycle of a star, marked by growth, stability, and decline. Stars generate unimaginable energy, forging elements that make up our universe and us. Imagine a single star born in the vastness of space, starting as a tiny seed. Its journey begins with a slow gathering of gas and dust pulled together by gravity. This is how stars are made, requiring perfect conditions and immense time. It's a process that takes millions of years, leading to the birth of a new star. Each star is a masterpiece, a shining example of the beauty and complexity of the cosmos. Stars are born in nebulas, vast clouds of gas and dust scattered throughout the universe. These nebulas are like cosmic nurseries, filled with the raw materials needed to create stars. Gravity is the driving force. It pulls these scattered particles together, slowly at first, then faster as the mass grows. Imagine a cloud of flour gently drawn together by an invisible force. As more flour gathers, the clump grows, its own gravity pulling in even more. This is a nebula in action, a slow-motion dance orchestrated by gravity. Over millions of years, this dance transforms a diffuse cloud into a dense core, the heart of a future star. As the core of the nebula collapses, it heats up. The pressure increases and the atoms within begin to collide with increasing violence. This is the protostar stage, a time of intense heat and pressure. Eventually, the core reaches a critical temperature, igniting nuclear fusion. Imagine a giant pressure cooker, its contents heated to millions of degrees. Suddenly, the atoms inside begin to fuse, releasing an incredible amount of energy. This is nuclear fusion, the engine that powers a star. The protostar, once a dim ember in the cosmic darkness, erupts into life, a newborn star blazing with light and heat. Once nuclear fusion ignites, a star enters its main sequence phase, a long, stable period of its life. This phase is characterized by the star maintaining a consistent brightness and temperature, a testament to the delicate balance of forces at play. Our Sun is a main sequence star, a yellow dwarf, steadily burning hydrogen into helium in its core. This process releases an immense amount of energy, which radiates outwards and provides the light and heat essential for life on Earth. It has been doing so for about 4.6 billion years and will continue for another 5 billion. During this time, the Sun has remained relatively stable, allowing life on Earth to evolve and thrive. Imagine a campfire burning steadily through the night. The flames flicker and dance, but the fire remains constant, providing warmth and light. The wood fuels the flames, just as hydrogen fuels the sun. As long as there is fuel, the fire will continue to burn, just like the sun continues to shine, as long as it has hydrogen to fuse. This is the main sequence, a period of equilibrium where a star's outward pressure from nuclear fusion balances the inward pull of gravity. This balance is crucial as it prevents the star from collapsing under its own weight or exploding outward. It's a delicate balance, one that allows life to flourish on planets like Earth. The energy from the sun drives weather patterns, supports plant growth, and sustains the ecosystems that we depend on. Without this stable phase, life as we know it would not be possible. After billions of years, a star like our Sun begins to run out of hydrogen fuel in its core. The core contracts, heats up, and the star expands enormously, becoming a massive red giant. Its outer layers cool and glow red, hence the name red giant. Imagine a balloon being inflated, its surface stretching thinner and thinner. This is a red giant, its outer layers expanding outwards as its core contracts. This expansion engulfs any nearby planets, a stark reminder of a star's immense power even in its twilight years. Within the heart of a red giant, something incredible is happening. The intense heat and pressure allow the star to fuse helium into heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, and even iron. These are the building blocks of planets, of life itself. Imagine a blacksmith's forge where heat and pressure transform raw materials into new, stronger forms. This is the core of a red giant, a cosmic forge where lighter elements are fused into heavier ones. Every element heavier than hydrogen and helium was created in the heart of a dying star. Massive stars, much larger than our Sun, end their lives in a spectacular explosion called a supernova. This occurs when the star can no longer sustain nuclear fusion in its core and it collapses under its own gravity. The result is a blinding flash of light and an immense release of energy. Imagine a firework exploding across the night sky, a brilliant but fleeting display of light and color. This is a supernova, the explosive death of a massive star. In death, these stars release the elements forged in their cores, scattering them across the cosmos. For stars like our Sun, the end is less dramatic, but no less fascinating. They shed their outer layers, leaving behind a dense, hot core called a white dwarf. This stellar remnant will slowly cool over billions of years, eventually fading into a black dwarf. Imagine a dying ember in a fireplace, slowly cooling and fading to black. This is a white dwarf, the remnant of a star like our Sun. Though no longer fusing elements, it still glows with the residual heat from its long life. The most massive stars leave behind something even stranger: neutron stars, or black holes. Neutron stars are incredibly dense objects composed almost entirely of neutrons. Black holes are regions of space-time where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. Imagine a teaspoon of neutron star material weighing billions of tons. Now imagine a region of space where gravity is so intense that it warps the fabric of space-time, trapping everything that ventures too close. These are the extreme remnants of the most massive stars, objects of immense density and gravitational pull. The death of a star is not the end, but a beginning. When a star reaches the end of its life cycle, it often culminates in a spectacular supernova explosion. The material ejected during a supernova eventually mingles with interstellar gas and dust, seeding new nebulas where new stars will be born. These clouds of gas and dust, known as stellar nurseries, are the birthplaces of new stars. This is the cycle of stellar evolution, a continuous process of death and rebirth. Over millions of years, gravity pulls the gas and dust together, forming new stars and planetary systems. We are all connected to this cosmic cycle. The very atoms in our bodies were forged in the cores of ancient stars. The elements that make up our bodies, such as carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen, the iron in our blood, which is essential for transporting oxygen, the calcium in our bones, providing structure and strength, were all created in the hearts of stars. These elements were scattered across the universe by supernova explosions, eventually becoming part of new star systems. We are stardust, and to stardust we shall return. Our bodies will one day return to the cosmos, continuing the cycle of creation and destruction. So, the next time you look up at the stars, remember, you are part of this grand cosmic cycle. You are witnessing a grand cosmic drama, a story that has been unfolding for billions of years. This story will continue for billions more as new stars are born and old ones die, perpetuating the eternal cycle of the universe. Don't forget to like and subscribe.